afternoon, everybody. It is August 30th, 2023, and this is the What's in the Bag segment that I promised you a little while ago. As you know from watching previous videos or even my previous What's in the Bag video, I am a TaylorMade fanboy. Made the switch from ping irons a long time ago, mid to late 2000s. Have been playing TaylorMades ever since. From the last What's in the Bag segment, you know that I played TaylorMade M2 irons, which I loved. For a long time I loved them. I hit them very far, I hit them very high. The thing that made me consider switching to a new model was the inconsistency of distance control. And I talked to someone about blades, and I believe I have said in previous videos that I didn't think I was good enough to play blades. And that's because blades have a reputation for not being very forgiving. And that may have been true in the old days, which is why perimeter weighted clubs were invented, because they're a little bit more forgiving. But I think with today's technology, they've built in about as much forgiveness as they could into a blade. And this guy that I was talking to told me that the reason he plays blades, he says if he hits a ball solidly, it goes the same distance every time. And I have found that to be true as well. So a few months ago, I went and got club fitted at a retail store in Montgomery, Alabama. And it's the first time I've ever gone and gotten a club fitting. I've actually bought all of my clubs off the shelf previously. And it was fun, it was interesting. I went in there and I was working with the gentleman who asked me if I had a particular brand in mind. And of course I said TaylorMade. And so I got on the simulator, and at first he had me hitting my old irons, just to kind of get a control, basically see where I was, how I was hitting my current irons. And I was hitting a 7-iron, and I probably hit 27 irons, and some of them flew 195, some of them flew 180, and it was bouncing back and forth. And he's like, "Are you hitting those solidly?" And I said, "Yeah, I feel like I'm hitting them all very solid." And every now and then I would push one and maybe just slightly tug one or pull one. You know, the discrepancy was sort of shocking, and it was all over the board. It was short, long, a little bit left, and a little more right, because my misses tend to be pushes. And we were both kind of shocked at, like, I was hitting the ball solid. I could tell that I was hitting it well. It was just kind of all over the place. And we determined that it was a combination between the perimeter weighted club and the shaft. The shafts, I found out, were actually high trajectory shafts, which I do not need. They're a low kick point, which means they promote a higher trajectory shot. I didn't know that up until then. And so our goal was like to start hitting some of these blades. And at first I went in there with the mindset that I wanted TaylorMade P770s. So I started hitting those, and right away, man, I was hitting them so solid and they felt so good. And the thing that I loved and that he saw as well was that when I hit the ball solidly, it went the same distance every single time. I was flying this 7-iron about 180 to 182 on every single shot that I hit correct. And when I didn't hit it perfectly, we were both shocked to find out that I was missing it in a smaller disbursement than I was the perimeter weighted irons, which doesn't make any sense unless the shaft had something to do with how inconsistent it was. But my misses with this blade were way closer to the target than the other irons. So right away I knew that I'm done with the perimeter weighted irons that I had, and now I'm definitely going to get some kind of blade. And then he had me hit the P790 irons. And with the 7 iron, it was flying about 188 to 190. So I was getting almost 10 extra yards with the 790s versus the 770s. And so I was pretty set at that point that, you know, he was like, do you like the 770 feel better than the 790? And I couldn't really tell the difference in the feel. They both felt the same way with the ball coming off the club. But the 790s were going a little bit further, and hey, look, I'm not getting any younger. I don't want to give up any distance if I don't have to. So I chose the 790s. So I have the TaylorMade P790 irons, and this is what they look like. While I was in there and hitting on the simulator, I hit about 4 different kinds of shafts, and I landed on the Project X LZ 6.0s, which is a pretty stiff shaft, 120 gram. And the reason I chose this is because I already hit the ball high enough. I don't need any help getting the ball in the air. And these shafts gave me a more penetrating ball flight on a more consistent basis. And they were even more consistently penetrating, a lower penetrating shot than the other shafts that I tried out that day. So that's why I decided to go with these. So I ordered them, they came in, and as you know from the first video that I posted from this season, when I first got them out on the course, I did not hit them well at all. I didn't hit them good at all. Actually, it kind of carried over into the second round as well. Lots of pulls, lots of bad pulls, like 20, 30, 40 yards off target, which I've never done ever in golf. Like I said earlier, my misses tend to be pushes. But for whatever reason, I blamed it on Nintendo Wii. Maybe that was it, maybe it's not. I haven't played the Wii in a while, and my rounds of golf have gotten better. So, in addition to the TaylorMade P790s, I decided to go ahead and get new wedges as well. I've always played Cleveland wedges, and I've liked them, but I thought it was just time for a change. So I decided to go with TaylorMade. Good guess, good guess. The new TaylorMade, well, they were kind of new. They actually just came out with a new model, but they're new to me. The TaylorMade Milled Grind 3 with the raw face technology. And I got a 50 degree, a 54 degree, and a 58 degree. And they all have raw face, which means that this section right here rusts over time, which in theory gives you more spin. I don't know if that's actually true or not, but I guess one day we'll see. My chipping game has been horrendous, as you've been able to see from the videos. So I think it's really all just a matter of getting used to the clubs. And gaining a little bit more confidence with them. And a few months back, before I even got the irons, I played a 4-man scramble with a guy, and he made a comment about my TaylorMade R1 driver, which I only had because my TaylorMade R7 quad that I absolutely loved shattered one day when I hit a ball. And I ended up with the R1 because TaylorMade was willing to give me a discount on it. But he said he knew that was like a 12-year-old club at the time, and he mentioned that he had a Sim 2 that he no longer played. And I had my eye on Sim 2s for a while, but they were very expensive, and I didn't want to fork out the money for them. But he gave me an extremely generous offer that I could not pass up. I mean, I got this club and this custom shaft for like $150, I think is what it was. And it's a $300 shaft and probably a $300 head. So it's probably $600 worth of club here for 150 bucks. And it's the Sim 2. And standard Sim 2s are white on top. This one's black, so it's a custom head. It's 9 degree, and I think he has it set to 9.5. I haven't made any adjustments on it because I started hitting it very well right off the bat. And then the shaft is a hazardous smoke 6.0. $70 gram. And it's been very good to me so far. I've really liked it. And the other clubs in my bag are the same. I've still got the same 3-wood, and I don't think it's going to change because I have so much confidence with it. It is probably the late 90s Great Big Bertha Hawkeye. And it's got the factory shaft still in there, firm flex shaft. And my putting has gotten just a little bit better than it was the first couple of rounds of the season. See if that continues. It is an Odyssey White Ice Sabertooth putter. And I'm such a poor putter that I just don't see a reason to fork out hundreds of dollars for a new putter, because there's no way that doing that is going to make me make putts. I just don't see it happening. This is a very good putter. I mean, it's an Odyssey, so it's obvious that the issue is me, not the club. So I'm just going to learn how to make putts with it one day. But that's pretty much it for the clubs. As for the balls, I play TaylorMade TP5Xs. And I kind of bounce back and forth between the TP5s and the TP5X. I honestly can't tell a difference when I hit them. I just know that I tend to score just a little bit better with the X's for some reason. I don't know why. They are very soft and they spin a lot. But I also don't seem to lose any distance from my long irons or my driver. So it sort of just kind of fits my game, I guess. So that's pretty much it. Let me know what you think. Let me know if you have any questions about what I'm playing. Hopefully this change will benefit my game. And hopefully by the end of this summer or early fall, I will have shot par again. Just a hint, in this video that I just put out from July the 21st of 2023, I come this close. It's going to happen, people. I promise. Thank you for watching. Please like and subscribe and comment so that I can continue to make these videos. Also, don't forget to comment about what kind of videos you would like me to do. I have in my mind playing 2 balls at once. Have you ever wondered how low you could score if you had 2 shots from every single location? That's kind of what I'm going for. I think I'm going to try that one day, just to have a little fun out there. I know that not everybody wants to see just a typical round of golf in every video. That can get kind of boring. So I want to mix it up. So give me some ideas about what you want to do. I think the first one's going to be playing 2 shots on every shot. So if I hit a good drive, I'll hit another one, and just to see if I can do better. And if I can, I can. If I can't, then I'll play the first drive. And then from that location, I'll hit a ball, and if I hit it right next to the pin, Well, I mean, I'll hit the second ball to see if I can knock it in, but it may not be a reason, because I know that I'm not going to hit it any closer than that. But if I'm out in the middle of the fairway and I shank a ball, well, my second shot will most likely be better, and I'll end up playing that ball. Anyway, 2 balls from every location. That means 2 chances at making good chip shots, 2 chances at making putts, 2 chances at lag putts, which, you know, if I'm not close to the hole for whatever reason, and I'm hopefully that would prevent me from making 3 putts. But really what I think it'll help me with is the shots from right around the greens. My chipping has been terrible this season. It has cost me lots and lots of strokes in these few rounds that I've posted so far. If I could have 2 chances instead of like hitting a chip fat or flubbing a chip or blading it over the green, if I had another shot right after that, I'm almost guaranteed that I could hit it better than the first one. Anyway, let me know what y'all think about that idea. I'll be doing that at some point soon. Remember, keep watching the videos, like and subscribe, share them with your friends. I really want to be able to do this for a while. Have a good day.